Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 72 of Naughty or Nice. And as you all well know, I am the eternally yet exquisitely naughty Alexis Flame, and I'm joined by my lovely co hostess and partner in crime, the ever so nice Toni Homeperm.
It's Ms. Homeperm tonight.
Oh, Ms.
But
Homeperm.
yes, Miss Miss Alexis, care to
Yes.
care to explain why you were tardy for class?
Oh, sure, Teach. Because I was having a fucking cigarette in the girls' room.
Smoking in the girls' room. Smoking in the girls'
What
room.
do you think of my glasses? Do I look studious?
Yes, you do. Hello, Sarah Jean. Hello, Nikki. Hello.
You know, these glasses are also very Sophia Loren.
Yes. Thank you, Sarah Jean. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm not doing the whole show with glasses. But you know what? The way I've been putting my false eyelashes on, though, I can
Hmm.
put glasses on and my lashes don't hit the lenses.
I have to try that. I I just didn't have time today to. I
Oh,
didn't want
there's
to
always
attempt it.
time to look fabulous, dear.
True. I was true. Very true.
Oh, but like I said, oh, honey, yesterday and today, the heat and the humidity.
I know. Oh, thank you, Jody. A 9 to 5 gal. Some of the bed and some of the kitchen. Pour myself a cup of ambition and young instruction trying to come to life.
Would you like some coffee with some skinny and sweet?
Would love it.
Wait for it.
I hope it's not the rat poison instead of skinny and sweet.
Thank you. Took you a minute. She'll be fine. Oh, so how many of our parents out there are happy that the kiddies went back to school today?
It's the most wonderful time of the year. Remember that commercial? The
Yes,
father is dancing around at Staples, and he's just so happy getting the kids are like,
oh yeah, because then they can have a couple of hours of peace during the day. Ah, thank you, sweetie. Oh, so anywho and anyway.
well, thank you, Tom. He says we both look lovely.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Alexis, don't you have some sequin pants for Tom to do some
Several
alterations on?
pairs.
Oh, several pairs.
Several pairs.
She's gonna be so happy that she's gonna be so busy.
Yeah, happy my ass. She's plotting both. Fuck you, bitch. Uh huh. Okay. Watch yourself, Dorothy. You know, Sophia might try to frame you for the next time Shady Pines burns down. You know that old lady would do anything for a buck.
Oh, she will. She will. Very true.
Texas. Just
Oh,
wait till
hello.
they.
Oh, hi. Oh, Nikki. Nikki is one of my TikTokers.
Oh,
Welcome,
okay.
Nikki. Welcome, Nikki. Make sure next time you log on to TikTok that you follow Alexis too at Ms. Alexis Flame.
Thank you, Tony.
You're welcome.
Yes, because once I reach 1,000 followers, then we can also bring you naughty or nice on
On
TikTok.
TikTok. I
Frank,
know.
darling, how are you?
Hello, Frank Anthony.
So,
Tom wants to know who's the special guest for day. Would you like to educate her,
the
Alex?
special guest for today is my fucking attitude.
I thought the two of you were inseparable.
Well, since I had to bring the bitch along, might as well put her to work. Oh, that's good, Frank. No, I just have to laugh though. Recent situations in my life. You just gotta love when people want to play the victim.
Mm.
When in reality, they're so full of shit that they stink.
Mhm.
And I just don't have time for pity parties.
Mhm. Mhm.
Really, I don't.
Mhm.
But it is what it is, though. This one's having a pity party. This one's having a titty attack. This one's like, oh, woe is me. This one's like, life isn't fair. Seriously, everybody, pull up your big girl panties and have a cocktail. As bad as it is, it could be worse. It ain't that bad. And don't bother me because I don't care.
Nikki, she's Ms. Alexis Flame on
Thank you, Nikki.
TikTok. Actually, I can edit that.
No, who was our special guest supposed to be tonight? Toni, text me if you don't mind. Because I know I had some sort of idea.
Did we?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, who's a special guest for tonight? You know what, Tom? Texas. Mary Kay Ash is a special guest for tonight. Hold on. Let me get my crystal ball for the seance. You can't make this up.
Here we go. There we go.
I'm wondering, with all the diseases and everything that are out there today,
Mm-hmm.
and Toni, I'm sure you know some people who've also been afflicted by this illness. I wonder if they're ever going to find a cure for selective amnesia.
Mm. Selective amnesia.
Selective amnesia. Like I said, because anytime somebody parts ways, friends, lovers, whatever, they always want to bring up your faults, but never any of your good points, as if they've all vanished into thin air. Yet they seem to be constructive of nothing but good points. Yeah. Gives insert baby Jane Hudson eye roll.
Mm-hmm.
But enough about little toads.
Thank you, Bob. Thank
Thanks,
you.
Bob. I am so looking forward to this Halloween season, which for me is
Me
already
too.
begun.
I know. I know.
I mean, and I haven't a thing to wear.
I'm, I, I'm sure you don't.
We're going right to hell. Good thing I own it.
In a handbasket.
Right? No, I'm going in a designer handbag.
A designer handbag, yes.
Yeah. None of that crap made of straw. Oh, who said that? Really, Miss Hannah? Stop that, you bad girl. Soon we'll be playing Splat Cat.
Hello, LaBelle.
Hello,
Hello.
Lady LaBelle. How are you, my dear?
Are we all? Are we all? I tell you, thank God I only was doing drag in the house in front of the AC. Thank God. I didn't even want to think about getting in drag and going out.
Oh, well. Yesterday morning, I drove out to Huntington to sell my car. That was a
Mhm.
big mistake. I should have waited a couple of days
Yeah.
because, but you know what? I'm glad I did it at the hour that I did, because if I waited any later in the day, well, I probably wouldn't have gotten any further than a block or two before saying, you know what.
Mhm. Mhm.
But it is what it is. So
Thank you, Jody. Thank you.
I now have to organize all my looks for Halloween.
Same. Same.
Mm, well, I don't want to look too geriatric.
No, you wouldn't want that. Goodness. Never that. Never
Oh, goodness has
geriatric.
nothing to do with it. Seriously. Especially, yeah, we all know how old I am. But you gotta laugh that the comment comes from somebody, never mind. And no free publicity.
No need to give publicity for those not worthy of it.
Nah, shame we have to give them oxygen. So, anywho, and anyway, I've been working on, costume maintenance, just doing some tightening and repairing of one outfit, two outfits, and, zhuzhing up a whole new one for this look.
Right.
But, oh, yes, I'm really going to hell with myself with the weight loss.
Mm-hmm.
So, I got to make bitches eat it. Oh, Kobe, I'm glad you love it. Give me a call sometime during the week, sweetie. We have to get together. Everybody, Kobe Cole, one of the greatest voices to grace Manhattan in quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
But if he comes to Long Island, he's going to have a problem with Toni Homeperm.
Don't
We're
come for my
talking
gig,
about great
girl.
voices, dear.
Don't come for my gig.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Here, girl, hold my earrings.
Take off the high heels.
Oh, no, I don't take off my heels. You know what happens out at night out when you take off your heels? Good luck getting them back on.
Oh yeah, no, they're not coming back on. No.
Not a problem, sweetheart. I'll probably do another one for you too. For some reason, I'm seeing a pastel color. I just haven't figured out what it is yet. Might need my tarot cards for this one. Mm. Well, LaBelle, you see what had happened was. Oh my. I can see where this night's going.
I tell you.
Ra ra boom da.
Ta-ra-ra boom to you.
Mm. But anyway, I'm like, yeah, several people this past week again have asked me if I've had cosmetic surgery again. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, well, whose money?
Yes, they ask me about that. They ask me that about you all the time, Alexis.
What? If I've had another procedure?
Yes.
No, some of us just look good. Some of us have it and make it pay. Others
Well,
and give it
it's
away.
our saucy sister, Celine.
Oh, that bitch.
Hello, hello,
Celine, honey,
Celine.
how are you?
Hello, Celine.
Oh, if anyone can see my necklace and earrings, for anyone who doesn't know, Naughty or Nice is brought to you in part by Crystal Fire Originals by Alexis Flame. Quite pretty jewels, I might add.
Celine without a voice? What?
Oh, that's okay, girl. Toni will cover your gigs.
Oh, yeah. Where's the gig, girl? Girl, just message
Toni
me.
will be more than happy to fill
I'll
in
step
for
right
you.
in. Step right in.
Oh no, the two of us together, Jody, you don't know. Especially if we start talking about someone that we're not particularly fond of.
Woke up on Monday and it was gone. Oh my lord, girl, have you been
That sounds like on my last two boyfriends.
peppermint tea is supposed to be good with honey.
Well,
Or
that's if you have time. If you really
yeah.
want to knock your vocal cords back into shape, slice a fresh lemon, coat one of the wedges with Tabasco sauce, and I'm serious. I do this myself. Coat one of the wedges with Tabasco sauce. Tilt your head back and squeeze the juice down into your throat. It doesn't taste very good, and but like a few minutes later, you will actually thank me once you get past the taste of it.
Really?
It works fast.
Celine says raw garlic. I've never heard of that.
That can work, but it depends on how big the frog in your throat is. The Tabasco and lemon has worked for me every time.
Hmm. It's probably allergies. The atmosphere has just been terrible.
Like I said, my allergies were off the chain yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's also a natural blood thinner, dear.
Natural antibiotic.
But like I said, my allergies were off the chain yesterday. If I had to do drag yesterday, if anyone's life depended on my getting contacts in yesterday,
Not
well, it's
happening.
to be them because you'd be reading their obituary today.
Yes, reading their obituary. Right, right.
Tony, that looks like raining rhinestones,
This
not for
is raining rhinestones. This is raining rhinestones. Um, my one, the one clear set. It just I've got to send it back to you. It just needs a little repair of the clasp.
which clear set?
I'll send you a photo later.
The one that we always repair or the AB that I just sent you?
The one we always repair.
You know what? I might as well just throw that one out and make a goddamn new one.
Well, maybe you. Well, then. Well, you might want to reuse the stones or something.
Well, I could
So,
reuse the stones, but I'm thinking, do you want me to fix that one or do you want me to take the focal parts and make you a necklace in my current style?
yeah, maybe do that.
Yeah, because also, I mean, not for nothing, sweetie. You have worn it very often. I mean,
Yeah,
after a
yeah.
while, you just want to retire something.
True. Very true.
However, I have the technology to turn it into something new.
Sorry, Ms. LaBelle. She's being repurposed. She's
Well,
being
if
repurposed,
somebody
girl.
went through with their threat to visit me, they might have gotten a set of jewelry. But I'm not mentioning any names because I'm not one to gossip. LaBelle! And, oh, hey, girl, hey.
See
Hold on, hold
what
on.
had happened. What had
Let
happened was.
let me turn down the volume in my ears because they are ringing. I just got rid of my car, but it's trains. The closest station to my house is Forest Hills. It's 5 minutes away.
There you go.
Oh,
Anyway, and anywho.
so
So, should we
I
open
drive.
the?
I
Should
drive.
we
I drive Tony crazy.
every day?
Ah, every morning. This is the
Should
League of Good Christian Women calling with an important message for Tony Homeperm. You're a bitch. Every morning.
yes, the true naughty and or nice. Oh, yes, Celine needs her heart of the ocean.
And you know, Saline, I've been into the city several times. You bitch. For anyone who doesn't know, Celine Dijon is also a bitch. No. I mean, hey, I gotta hang with my sisters.
It's not my fault, LaBelle. Nothing is my fault.
Oh, not the dear, sweet Tony Homeperm.
No,
Wow,
no,
she's
no.
just so nice.
So nice.
Yeah, my ass.
Only 103 hours a week? Oh, that's plenty of time.
That's it, really,
That's
girl?
it?
Oh,
Really?
you lazy thing, you.
Oh, she's only working part-time.
Part time. She's just covering. That's not even part time. She's just covering shifts.
So should we open the library?
Why? What? Ooh, the library.
Dare we open the library?
Oh, honey, I really couldn't give a drop of Don't sing it, bring it.
All right. All right. So I'm not well, there's two things I want to discuss. There's two things I want to discuss. And I'm not mad at any person.
Oh,
I just
Phooey,
want
where's the fun in that?
no, I'm not. I'm not mad at any particular person, and I'm not going to name organizations or anything like that. So, but I just want to put it out there in a nice way, in a nice way. Let me
Okay.
ask you, Alexis. Let me ask you what you think.
Wait, Tony. Before you not mention any names, on a scale of 1 to 10, what are the possibilities that I might actually get a phone call behind this?
Out of ranking 1 to 10,
Yeah.
20.
Oh dear. Well, I hope the library is serving lunch today. No, never mind that. Cocktails will do nicely.
All right. I have a question. I
Go
have a
ahead.
question.
Oh,
Um,
it's an Ask Alexis.
it's an ask Alexis. It's an ask
Oh, be
Alexis.
careful. She might tell you.
Hello, Michael. Hello, Michael. Oh,
Hello,
Michael's there.
darling.
Michael's has is there with his students.
Oh, with his
Oh,
students.
well, we
I
need
guess
to
he wanted to
educate
show
them.
them his mama and his auntie.
Yes. Okay, so the first question, Alexis.
Yes.
All right. If someone wins a title in a pageant, don't you think the the pageant runners, shouldn't it be that if you won a title, that you shouldn't be able to run in the same category the very next year?
Well, proper contest etiquette, to my knowledge. I mean, if anything, the following year, if you come back to support, to release the crown, possibly to guest judge, but to run again the following the very next year, to me, it's just tacky. It's gauche. It's too much. Oh, look at me, look at me. Give somebody else a chance.
I mean, my feeling is,
I mean, look, the way
shouldn't you
pageants
be
run,
like, shouldn't you be like stepping down and
pageants run, you have your reign for a year. Okay, then the pageant happens again, and just as they crown the New Year's winner, you pass the crown. Now,
Mhm.
if you want to run again the year after that, it's still a little soon, but fine. But
Yes.
you're not supposed to enter the same pageant the same year you're supposed to be giving up the crown. It's tacky. And it should actually also be against the rules.
Well, if the pageant themselves are allowing it, then my feeling is it's on the pageant. You
But it's
know,
still silly.
a little silly.
I mean,
I
if
would
the
say
person
yes.
just had a year with the title, give up the tiara, and if you want it back that bad, slay the bitches the following year.
Right?
Either that or just pack the tiara and go to Mexico if you want to hang on to it that bad. Jeez.
So so and I'm not saying that, if that happens, I'm not saying that the person who's won, I'm not saying they're not deserving of it. I'm not saying that they're, you
If
know,
somebody had
not
no
talented or anything like that. I
winning
just sort of
pageants,
feel it's sort of,
winning pageants is not easy. It is difficult.
no, it's
So
not.
if
It's very, very
somebody
difficult.
won, they're obviously very talented and deserving. However, give somebody else a chance to shine. You
Mm-hmm.
had your year with the title. Okay, shows, just like you had the talent to win the crown,
Mm-hmm.
have the class to turn the crown over to the next winner. That's how I see it. I could
I
be wrong. I
agree.
mean,
I agree.
times change, but I
I
think
mean,
that's the way it should be done.
just my opinion. It's just my opinion, which is meaningless. To, except to
To
me.
me, to
You
me,
know.
I'd be like, enjoy the year with the title and the tiara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wish your successor the very best, but I mean, if you want to let them know you're coming for them next year, so be it.
So be
But
it. Right.
be a lady, be professional, show some class, and give up the title, which is what you're supposed to do after a calendar year. Because let's face it, a thing of beauty is a joy for 12 months.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems to me it's like, you've reigned for the year, and now, it's you've won. Now pass the title on to your successor. And then if the following year, if you want to, go for it again to reign, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's just, you know, just, I just, I question it. I question it.
LaBelle, I agree with you, but the thing is, it's like suing the city. There, you can only
Yeah.
sue them when they're in the mood to be sued. A
Right.
pageant system is usually privately owned, and some go by standard rules. Some make their own rules. Some make the rules as they're going along.
Very true.
And some rules I've heard can be for sale.
Very
That's
true.
what I've heard. I don't know this for sure, but I've heard about it.
Hmm.
Hell, anything has a price.
And
Right.
again, I'm not, saying somebody did something they shouldn't. I'm not saying somebody wasn't
Well,
deserving
maybe
of the
you're
win.
not, but I will. You know why? Because I think to run for the very same title the following year when you're already
Hmm.
the title holder, I think it's classless.
Okay.
I think it's classless. I think, because also these pageants also exist, whether it be for ladies, for drag queens, there's even pageants for guys to show off your best. And
Hmm.
you've shown for a year.
Right. Right.
Okay? Let somebody else see the light. You could always come back and reclaim it. If you're that good, you're that good.
Right.
But
Right.
being that good, you should lead by example.
I like that. Yes.
That's how I see it. You should lead by example. Because
Hmm.
usually these titles and crowns, at least in my day, stood for something.
Hmm.
And part of what they stand for is showmanship.
Hmm.
So you should graciously crown the next winner. Come and slay their ass next year by all means. But you should crown the next winner graciously
Hmm.
and show and live, be the spirit of showmanship.
Hmm.
Okay? Because it's very poor showmanship.
All about there was a lot. It was a lot of people wanted a lot of people wanted the title about trust and believe, trust and believe. But you
Like
know,
I said, I mean, I feel that going for the same title when you're already the current title holder, it's just a severe lack of showmanship.
that's fair.
And if you want my opinion, it's disappointing. I mean, I just don't know another way to say it.
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
actually, I do, but we'd like to be able to broadcast in the future. you
uh,
know, I mean,
the the
certain,
bell. There were. It's nothing to do with worthiness. And like I say, um, I'm not saying that the person who won wasn't deserving. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they weren't deserving. I'm not
they
saying
were
they weren't
they were
talented.
probably very deserving,
I don't say
if
I
they
don't say they
display,
didn't deserve it.
but if they have the talent to take the title, they should also have the class to pass it on once the year is up.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because above and beyond everything else, you have to, if we're entertainers, we have to not only have decorum, but we have to always display good showmanship. And I believe to run for the same title the very next year is a lack of showmanship.
Hmm.
I can see running for it the same year if you didn't, the next year if you didn't win, but if you won, reign graciously, okay, and then with dignity and class, pass the baton. Okay, but if you have to hold on to it that badly, not only is that poor showmanship, but it makes people wonder were you deserving of the title in the first place.
All right. Well, Celine said that the person who won did deserve it, which
I'm sure they did.
I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. You know, your comments are coming through, Jody. Oh, the bell. I have plenty of crowns. I have plenty of crowns. That's why I don't.
Oh, I've got crowns coming out the wazola,
You know.
and now I'm making them. As a matter of fact, Tony, I made one for you so far, didn't I?
Yes, you did. I wore it on the show.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I did wear it on the show. So yeah, it's just my feeling that give somebody else a chance. You had your whole year in the spotlight. Give somebody else a chance. But that's just my feelings on it. It doesn't. That's just my feelings. Okay, so Celine, right? So, like I said, I wasn't. It's like no.
All right,
I
well,
was
all right.
saying
I
it's really on the
understand that.
pageant.
All right, I understand that there's no cap on it,
Mhm.
but still, for the sake of good showmanship. I mean, but you know what? I'm older. I come from a different time. Okay, I mean, maybe today, people look at it differently.
Yeah.
I mean, but in my day, I mean, you would graciously pass the crowd.
Right.
But then again, what do I know? And what's gracious is, yeah, hell, these days, hell, normal is barely even a setting on the dryer now. But speaking of the dryer, you know what? I wish I could jump in and take a ride in the dryer and come out 3 sizes smaller and wrinkle free. Don't you, Tony?
I know. I wish. I wish I could. I wish I could.
Seriously, when you think about it, I'm like, yeah, I just can't. No, you're right. You're right, Jody. Class never goes out of style.
No, never, never.
But sometimes you got to wonder how many people were exposed to style in the first
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, LaBelle, I said, I'm sure that I have no doubt that the person who won was deserving. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying they didn't deserve to win. I'm just saying, and I put this really on the rules. I just feel like the
No,
rules should
Tony
be.
Tony was just curious. Is it considered poor taste to run for the same crown the very next year? In my opinion, it is. I could be wrong. I mean, because you know what? Standards are different today than they were in my day. Okay, but in my day, such a thing wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been heard of.
Mm-hmm.
However, times are different today,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
everybody is 6 minutes older than dirt like I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So Celine says that its category as an elite feud or
Really,
when it's played.
Celine? That's hot.
Yeah.
That's hot. Oh, I really can't.
Fair point. Fair point, Jody. However, it is a category. It's supposed to be professional. You know, it's like the most professional category, so to speak. But you know,
Now, see, if I were the person in question, I would return the following year to give up to pass to give up the crown after I laid a number on them and smiled and said, Follow this, you bitches."
that's right. You do your step down number. That's like blows everybody out of the water, right?
Exactly. I mean, I didn't say you had to be. Well, I did say you had to be gracious, but but still. But I mean, but if you want to be, well, not as gracious, you should still, in the sake of showmanship, release the crown. But after, you do a step down number that just blows all their talent to the wind.
Exactly.
I mean, that is acceptable.
Absolutely.
That comes under the heading of being nice.
That's the show, and this is why I won.
Thank you. Thank you.
I mean, to me, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it.
This is what you should be doing. I do this all the time.
Exactly. To me, that's the it's just the way to do it. But just my feelings. It's just my feelings. hey, it's not something. It's not something I would ever win. So I'm not. It's not like I'm thinking of anything like that. It's just I'm just like, oh, somebody. It should.
Where's my Dremel?
It
I
should.
have
It
to
should have.
sharpen my
I just
fangs.
feel like when you won the 1 year, you do your step down. You exactly. Yes, Richard. Thank you. You pass the torch. You
That's what I
pass the
said.
torch.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Richard.
That's
That's the
my feeling.
classy way to do it. If there's
Yeah.
no cap and it's not against the rules,
No,
I
it's not
mean,
against the rules. It's not
but
against
the
the
fact
rules.
that, but for the sake of showmanship, and especially we should be trying to build each other up, not tear each other down. See me? Oh, I come back and whoop their backsides the following year, but I'd also try to teach the new girls a little something, something.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much, but a little something.
Yeah, absolutely. When he used to live in Texas, give the crown up. They should step up the
Camar-
game. Yeah.
Camaraderie. I don't
Thank
have.
you, thank you, Jody. Thank you. So yeah, no, it's not like I don't know. I just was like, mm, I don't know. It just it irritated me a little bit. It just irritated me
You know what
slightly.
irritates me, Tony? The terms common sense and common courtesy.
Mm,
I feel they're misnamed because neither one is common at all.
true, true.
That's like pressing one to speak English only to be connected to somebody who doesn't. Don't even get me started on
We're
that.
not going to get you started. We don't need to be canceled completely. But like I say, I don't say that the person who won didn't deserve it at all. I'm not saying that.
No, Tony, I get it.
They won fair and square.
It's not about the individual. It's about the event.
No, it's about right. To me, I feel like the event should put it in place that if you won the 1 year, you have to step down.
But you know what? I want to ask this question though.
Ask it.
Just for the sake of, because there's two sides to every story.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But certain people are only interested in their side. I just went through that personally. However, what I would like to know, if anyone can answer this, because a couple of the girls in the audience seem to know of this event, is this event that has a lot of contestants annually? If it doesn't have a lot of contestants, even though I still think it's poor taste to enter the year after you won, if it's the fact that there's not that many contestants, because in order to make it worth the audience's while, you have to have a certain number. Then I can at least understand it.
Celine was there, and there were a lot of.
Oh, it does have a lot of contestants.
It does.
Well, all right. Well, if there's no rule against it, that's fine.
Yeah, but there's no rule against it.
I still
nothing
think
done is done against the rules.
I still think, if nothing else, just for the sake of showmanship, the torch should be passed.
I agree. I feel that. I feel like the category had 14 acts, so it was not short. It was not in short supply. So.
And now you know what? That right there, that's too long a show.
Yes.
No, to me, the perfect drag show doesn't run longer than 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like I feel a number should be, unless you're a real powerhouse performer and you've got the whole venue rocking out, okay, a number in a drag show should never exceed 4 minutes. Because after 4 minutes, you not only have you lost the audience, but you fucked it up for the performer coming on after you.
Very true. Very true.
Okay? Because seriously. And Tony, you know where I'm going with this now.
Where are we going?
What do I hate?
Oh, the mashups.
Tony, you're a singer. Celine, you're a singer. That was a time when I was a singer. Okay? But we've also all lip synced. Anyone worth their salt on a gay stage knows that it is more difficult to lip sync the spoken word than it is a song. You have these queens, Okay, coming out in plain leotards with boots that look like they've been through a meat grinder, with boots
These,
that have heels that look like they've been through a meat grinder. Okay, they're doing like these 15-minute mashups where they don't know the words, either spoken or sung, and they think by throwing themselves around the stage and doing a series of death drops and having seizures in time to the music, that excuses them from not knowing what the hell they're doing.
right.
They should be grateful that I don't judge these events. No, because seriously, I mean, and also because I'm a dancer, okay, and LaBelle would probably back me up on this. Okay, there was a time when I could do a backflip into a split. I could also at one time kick higher than the Rockettes. But these moves were for pivotal points in a performance, not to be done every time you hit the stage, and only at a pivotal point to drive it home. But these bitches jumping off the bars doing cooter slams every 5 minutes, they have absolutely no clue the damage they're doing to their bodies.
Very
None.
true.
Oh,
Very
but in
true.
all about 5 or 10 years, oh, they'll be fully aware.
Yeah, yeah. No, a lot of girls that have damaged themselves to the point that they can't perform anymore.
Yeah, but you know what? Again, I'm old as hell, and I'm still out there. But you see these girls. Okay, they're in their 20s. You know what, Celine? I'm aware of that, and that's all well and good. But they're still going to hurt themselves. Are they trained stunt professionals? No, I get that. They're not. That I agree with. They're not performers. Well, they would like to think they're performers, and there is performance art. But I mean, when people see a drag show, they want to see divas, not orangutans. I mean, I tell you.
What can you do?
Well, I know what I can't do. I can't do those stunts anymore. If I even entertain the thought, let alone attempt to do a split today, my Padupi say, oh no, Miss Thing, there is no guest list tonight. Oh, no, no,
Uh,
no, no, no. We will have absolutely none of that.
hmm.
Like, no, but our girl LaBelle, I mean, she can bring it.
Yes.
She can bring it. Exactly, Frank.
Hmm.
I mean, seriously, like I said, when I was doing it, when I could still do it, it was at a pivotal point in a performance. Okay? And thank you, LaBelle. But LaBelle, tell me if you agree. There's nothing wrong with stunts, but at a pivotal point in a performance, not every time you go out on stage, but at a pivotal point in the performance for the wow factor to drive the number home.
Hmm.
But if they're doing death drop, cooter slam, bam, honey, they can shablam themselves all the way to a wheelchair by the time they're 40, and I wouldn't give it.
Yeah. Not even they'd be way before they're 40.
I mean, because seriously, that's what's going to happen. And yes, stunt queens, thank you, sir, but still, they're not trained stunt professionals.
No.
So, and even if they were, they'd still be damaging their bodies, but not like these queens are doing. Okay, a fucking 22-year-old queen jumping off the bar, landing in a Cuda slam. Honey, one day she's gonna do that, and she's gonna stick to the floor, and
uh,
that'll be just all.
uh, uh, yes, they do. They're doing the tricks to get the attention. True. That's
I
true.
had wardrobe to get attention with, and a few other things that we want to say on the air, so I won't go into.
Yeah.
But
Well,
all,
who's to blame. It's Drag Race. I mean, when I'm doing like my lives on TikToks,
uh
I,
huh,
every live somebody's like, "Oh, are you going to be on Drag Race? Are you going to be on?" And I'm like,
no,
listen, I'm like, listen, no. I was like, first of all, I was like, I'm like, I'm not a dancer. I really don't lip sync. I can't sew. I said, that's what I have Tom Cat for. I said, I don't style wigs. That's what I have my husband for. I was like, so
Well,
I
I
said,
know how to do Tony. I know how to do these things.
no, I know you had to. I know you had to do all those things, but also, I wouldn't want to sign one of their contracts that like tells
Oh
them.
no, because you know what? I am a conspicuous person. I was designed for the sole purpose of standing out and being in your face.
Mm-hmm,
Okay? You got to practically sequester yourself to be on Drag Race. With that, I say, kiss my fat Italian faggot ass.
mm-hmm, yeah,
I'm like,
you know,
uh.
yeah, you've got to basically sign away your
And
career.
you can't talk to your people. I mean, no, no, no. I mean,
Well,
Tony, what would I do if I wasn't able to call you in the morning and tell you that you're a bitch?
you perish the thought.
Yeah. Tony would be like, oh,
Uh,
somebody forged her name to a contract already.
yeah, but I'm like, no, I can't do all that stuff. I'm 58 years old. I don't want to be like
Oh, kiss my
sequestered
ass,
and
whippersnapper.
do all that stuff. I'm like, no, even if I could, no thanks. And I tell them, listen, drag race is not the be all and end all of drag.
Oh, well, you know what
Believe
I love?
me.
Oh, wait. So, you know what I love, Tony? I
What?
love these young queens trying to emulate that shit, the nasty attitudes of all the bitches they see on Drag Race.
Mm.
And I sit there, I look at them, I'm like, you do realize that there was only one winner every year. All the bitches that you're emulating, they got
Lost.
eliminated.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Tony, it is about that time because since school is in,
Yes.
I'm doing private tutoring this evening.
Ooh, private tutoring. Oh, how wonderful.
Yeah. So I can be found on social media, as you all know, as Alexis Flame. I am the driving force behind Crystal Fire by Alexis Flame. I am also the horror diva and one half of Naughty or Nice. And I'll
Nice.
speak for you, girl. Just look up Toni Homeperm and it's that bitch across the board. Toni
There you have it.
Homeperm on everything.
True.
So, Tony, we're doing, if I'm not mistaken, it's Governors on the, no, Governors is on the 20th, yes?
Governors is October. Yes, October. Well, first we have Drag a Go Go on
Which is
October
October
15th.
15th.
Drag a Go October
At the
15th.
ancient, that'll be at the Ancient Order of
Ancient Order of
Hibernians Hall.
Hibernians in Babylon. And then
And then on the 20th,
the very next week, on Friday the 20th, it is the big Governor's Hocus Pocus show. So with Tom Cat, Stella Virgin, and I as the Sanderson sisters, and of course you, the horror diva, and a very spooky queen from here on Long Island, Miss Alice Noir.
I'm looking forward to meeting her.
It's like we're bringing Halloween to Governors like it's never been brought before.
Oh, well. You can't have Halloween without the horror diva.
No, right?
That being said, hi, Izzy. That being said, my loves, join us not the next Thursday, but the Thursday after for episode 73 of Naughty or
73.
Nice.
Naughty or nice, yeah.
And until then, thank you for tuning in and naughty nightmares.
Good night, everyone.